problem of evil is one that has plagued mankind for as long as it exists. And I'm not talking about the problem of bad things happening to people. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the concept of evil and how it in itself has become an evil on society. Because when you consider someone else evil, you don't really consider them to be fully another human being, do you? And when you consider someone evil, that's an extraordinary designation. It's beyond saying you're bad, you're toxic, I don't want to be around you, you're evil. You are everything that is bad in the world. And an extraordinary label justifies an extraordinary response, doesn't it? So if I say that this person or this group of people is evil, then suddenly I can feel justified or even righteous in fighting them, right? Because I'm doing good in fighting evil. The problem starts to come in, well, there's a couple of problems with this, but one of the problems starts to come in with the fact that when you justify your actions as fighting evil, you can justify almost anything. I mean, the goal justifies the means, right? You're fighting evil. So anything that you do could be justified as being good. So collateral damage, human rights violations, torture, killing, anything that you do in the name of fighting evil can be justified as good. And we've seen throughout history some really horrific things happen through that, like the Crusades, the Spanish Inquisition. Do you really think that in 1930s Germany, the people taking charge didn't think that the Jewish individuals in 1930s Germany were evil? I mean, that was part and parcel with their whole propaganda. They're evil. They're coming to take what's ours. They're criminals. They're dirty. They're murderers. They're not like us. Sound familiar? Because that's what Donald Trump has been doing in this country this whole time. He has been dehumanizing immigrants and his opponents in general, calling them evil, criminals, dirty, suggesting that they eat cats and dogs, suggesting that they're all rapists and murderers, that they come from mental institutions, literally calling them animals, calling them evil. So first of all, that dehumanizes an entire group of human beings. And we know from a psychological perspective that when you start to dehumanize a group of human beings, when people start to view them as less human, and using dehumanizing language is a large part of that process, but when people start to view them as less human, it psychologically justifies for them or gives a permission structure for them to act in increasingly inhuman and violent ways towards those individuals. And when you consider that group of people evil, then that goes even further in creating a permission structure, because literally any atrocity that you commit can be justified under the term good because you're fighting evil. And that's how we get to things like Alligator Auschwitz. It's a very simple logical progression. So we need to be very careful in the way that we use the terms that we use and the way that we speak about other people, because it does have power.